2018 BMW 2 Series Coupe Review. The good points of BMW 2 Series Coupe: superb handling, excellent collection of engines, premium feeling cabin, low running costs. The bad points of BMW 2 Series Coupe: no middle rear seat, narrow boot opening, pricier than 1 Series, is drive-only obtainable on 2 diesel engines. The BMW 2 Series Coupe visited 2014 in its place to the popular 1 Series Coupe and slots in underneath the larger 4 Series Coupe inside Bavarian car makers' range. Offering much the same driving expertise in a cheaper, small package, the 2 Series is obtainable with an impressive number of gadgets and equipment along with a healthy number of petrol and diesel engines. Due to its fairly compact size, direct rivals for the 2 main Series Coupe are, Ford Audi TT, tricky to find. The Volkswagen Scirocco and Toyota GT86 offer roughly similar propositions, albeit with differing execution. Is the 2 Series worth how light it is in gold, or will the angular Audi TT, enthusiast-aimed GT86 or aging but accomplished Scirocco turn out to be the superior car? 3 main trim levels being offered. All cars are impressively well equipped, with SatNav, climate control, cruise control and Bluetooth phone connectivity coming as standard along the range. However, that doesn't mean it is best to automatically go to the base spec S-trim. M Sport is regarded as the popular derivative, sufficient reason for its sharper styling, greater array of kit and lightly improved interior. It's not difficult to see why. Don't forget to learn about the options list either. As well as an aftermarket Harman Kardon sound system, adding safety tech and also a panoramic sunroof, BMW even offers an upgraded 8.8-inch touchscreen infotainment display together with the popular BMW Professional Navigation package. 7 engines available, nothing but good solid choices. No matter which engine you plump for with each series, you're unlikely to feel cheated. Even the base 136 horsepower 218i features a decent turn of speed, whilst the 340 horsepower 3.0-liter 6-cylinder M240i will be the engine to select if you're from a super quick compact coupe. Of the many engines, the 190 horsepower 220d is considered the most popular and is available in either rear-wheel drive or X-drive all-wheel drive form. In either case, claimed fuel economy is above 60 miles per gallon despite sprightly 0.62 miles per hour points in the between 6.9 and 7.1 seconds. Nimble handling and also a capable ride quality. BMW realize how to make a car handle, and each Series Coupe isn't exception. Nimble and agile with the Benz, it's a pleasurable drive for both regular customers and enthusiasts, boasting a composed chassis and impressive overall balance. Thankfully, the ride quality within reason refined and simply real struggles within the worst of pockmarked UK roads. The seats, driving position and interior in general are also nicely polished and will be skilled at providing a cozy and cosseting experience for anyone sat within the front. Decent overall practicality. Sporty coupe it can be, however the BMW 2 Series can easily still carry 2 adults in comfort, with 4 up an authentic target on short journeys. Indeed, 2 small children should fit from the back without much connected with an issue, meaning both the Series Coupe could double up being an unconventional family car in case the need arise. Where families may struggle using a day-to-day basis, however, may be the boot. Boasting 390 liters of capacity, there's not wrong while using overall amounts of space being offered, but sadly the access isn't ideal. The boot opening is narrow, plus the wheel arches intrude significantly so that it is hard to load particularly wide or heavy items. That said, spec the optional extended storage pack and you'll obtain the benefit of the hatch fitted relating to the middle seats, enabling the transport of skis along with long items. The verdict. The BMW 2 Series comes with a seriously compelling, along with perhaps even class-leading, proposition if you're after having a relatively compact premium coupe with genuine everyday usability. For many drivers, each series coupe's combination of great handling, accomplished comfort levels and top-quality overall feel has to be winning combination, and something which they're highly unlikely for being disappointed with. BMW 2 Series Coupe Review. Wide array of petrol and diesel engines to be had. Mid-range 220D packs a punch and excellent fuel economy. 8-speed Steptronic transmission entirely on some engines. There's a variety of petrol and diesel engine variations on offer inside the 2 Series Coupe. However, it's important to note that this final two numbers inside the model name, one example is 30 and 230i, don't necessarily correspond while using actual size the engine like they certainly on several vehicles. In this example the 230i is truly a 2.0-liter. Petrol engines. The smallest petrol engine available from the 2 Series Coupe could be the turbocharged 1.5-liter 218i. Boasting 136 horsepower and 220 Nm of torque, it's able to accelerating from 0-62 miles per hour in 8.8 seconds 8.9 with the automatic and onto a high speed of 131 miles per hour. Upgrade on the 220i and you'll develop the first of two 2.0-liter engines within the petrol range, developing 184 horsepower and 270 Nm of torque. Consequently, 0-62 miles per hour is rated at 7.2 seconds while top speed is 143 miles per hour. Opt instead with the 230i, and although engine dimensions are identical to your 220i, power and torque both are noticeably more, standing around 252 horsepower and 350 Nm respectively. This implies a 5.6-second 0-62 miles per hour time, along with a top speed of 155 miles per hour. Finally, the strongest engine inside the regular 2 Series Coupe range would be the 340 horsepower Ram 240i. Like the 230i, top speed is electronically limited to 155 miles per hour as you move the dash from 0-62 miles per hour is dealt with in an amazing 4.8 seconds 4.6 with the automatic. Torque from the 3 major 0.0-liter straight-six engine, meanwhile, can be a hefty 500 Nm. Diesel engines. The 2 Series Coupe diesel engine lineup starts while using entry-level 2.0-liter 218D packing 150 horsepower and 320 Nm of torque. This is enough to propel the automobile from 0-62 miles per hour in 8.4 seconds 8.2 for your automatic and onto a highly regarded speed of 132 miles per hour. Move up to your 220D. Even though engine size stays exactly the same, performance improves with a 7.1 second 7.0 while using automatic gearbox, 6.9 with xDrive all-wheel drive 0-62 miles per hour sometime to 143 miles per hour top speed 140 miles per hour with xDrive. Power is rated at 190 horsepower, while torque is usually a chunky 400 Nm. Customers following your most potent diesel inside the range should head with the 224 horsepower 225D, able to accelerating from 0-62 miles per hour in 6.2 seconds plus a top speed of 151 miles per hour. Torque is rated at 450 Nm. We've driven the 220D version within the latest 2 Series Coupe, which enable it to confirm it provides each of the performance, economy and usability that a majority of customers requires. Refinement is very useful all round, while there's a great dose of pulling power especially low down from the rev range. Keen drivers, however, may prefer a train locomotive with a touch more character like that within the M240i. Gearbox assessment. An 8-speed Steptronic automatic transmission can be obtained with the 218i, M240i, 218D and 220D. It's smooth and quick to switch up with the gears, although downshifts can be tardy in manual override mode. Pair it together with the 340 horsepower M240i along with the transmission wheel, in manual mode. Stick to your selected gear regardless of how hard the engine is revved. This offers the driver with additional control. The 6-speed manual version, meanwhile, is usually a reasonably satisfying gearbox to use, having a nice short throw between ratios. Performance M2 version. For people that want the fastest possible 2 Series coupe, BMW makes a great M2 performance version using a 370 horsepower 3.0-liter straight-six engine and sub 4.5 second 062 miles per hour time. It also advantages of an improved chassis, upgraded brakes and seriously impressive handling balance competent at giving the Porsche 718 Boxster a run because of its money. Lots of grip and superb overall handling. More powerful models bring the most beneficial out from the chassis. Relatively all too easy to park, despite moderate blind spots. The right off the bat worth noting about the 2 main series coupe is, unlike most of its rivals, the BMW runs on the standard rear-wheel drive setup. This means that power is distributed only on the rear wheels, using the end result a typically sportier and sharper feeling car. However, whereas because this may have been true with BMWs with the last many years, current models won't feel particularly rear-wheel drive when coupled with smaller, less powerful engines. For example, we drove the 220D on optional adaptive suspension, and while it handled very tidily with real poise and stability, it didn't feel everything that different to an equivalent front-wheel drive rival. Upgrade to something sportier such as M240i, however, plus the rear-wheel drive setup enters its own. The car feels more adjustable and playful, with all the opportunity, when safe, to induce oversteer where the back of the automobile breaks traction and has a wider radius compared to the front of the auto. Overall grip levels are high along the range, together with steering is pretty quick and direct. In case a touch inconsistent rolling around in its weighting, it might sometimes feel too light at speed. Get both the series over a twisty country road and you'll discover why BMWs are very often lauded for his or her handling qualities. The 2 Series coupe isn't a specially big car, and thus parking it in tight spots is often a relatively easy task. Just watch out for your chunky pillar developing a moderate-size blind spot when reversing. Polished and premium feeling cabin. Well thought out ergonomics. Lots of adjustment available in driver's seat. Climb when driving of both the series coupe and you'll be presented using a driver-focused cockpit-style interior with plenty quality materials and switches, plus, crucially, a decent number of space. Should they wish, the motive force can adjust the seat to take a seat low down from the car, less than most of the 2 Series coupe's rivals. The dials are evident and concise, with the optional part digital dashboard display situated on post-May 2017 models. All cars come standard fit using a 6.5-inch color central display, while those fitted with all the optional BMW Professional navigation system reap the benefits of an 8.8-inch touchscreen and also the traditional iDrive control wheel. Happily, the infotainment technique is one of, in the event the not best, out there, and advantages from a clear, easy touch display and logical controls. Plump for that upgraded 8.8-inch screen whenever you can, but you'll unlikely be disappointed using the smaller standard version. All-round visibility is wonderful for a low-slung sporty coupe, although just beware with the noticeable blind spot created by the back pillar. The old-fashioned manual handbrake lever feels rather like an anachronism within this high-end modern car, but nonetheless works perfectly well. Decent ride quality over most road surfaces. Lots of adjustment within the driver's seat. Hushed levels or wind and road noise. The 2 Series might be a sporty coupe, but that doesn't mean BMW has dropped the ball on comfort, definitely not it in truth. We've only tested your vehicle on optional adaptive suspension, but in this particular guise each series traverses your average uneven road surface with impressive composure. Sure, the suspension isn't protected from large potholes or heavily pockmarked country lanes, however it is perfectly comfortable for everyday use. Wind noise and refinement as speed are definitely the usual accomplished BMW fare, while the 2 petrol engines are pleasantly pushed motors. Opt for one on the diesels and noise levels are increased a notch, while not intrusively so. On the lining the standard seats are happy and supportive, but still manage to hold the trucker in securely when rounding tight bends. There's an excellent array of adjustment inside the driver's seat and controls, too, meaning almost everyone should be able to discover a seating position which suits them. Excellent degrees of kit along the board. 3 primary trim levels to pick from. Sat-nav, cruise control and Bluetooth all standard. There are 3 primary trim levels about the BMW 2 Series Coupe, together with M240i spec which is purely available on the best model. BMW 2 Series Coupe standard equipment. Starting together with the base A spec, clients are treated to your wide selection of standard equipment, including 17-inch alloy wheels with run-flat tires, climate control, Bluetooth phone connectivity with USB connectivity, BMW Professional Radio, with DAB and single CD player, 6.5-inch infotainment screen with BMW Connected Drive services, including BMW Emergency Call, BMW Navigation System with real-time traffic information, BMW Online Services and BMW Tele Services. BMW Drive Modes, Eco Pro, Comfort and Sport. Multifunction sports controls. Rear parking sensors. Automatic LED headlights and automatic windscreen wipers. Upgrade to mid-range sport trim and, in addition replacement to same models, standard equipment includes switchable ambient interior lighting, drive performance control including Sport Plus mode, sports front seats, sport instrument cluster, chrome exhaust tailpipes, rear bumper with high gloss black finisher. Opt for that high-end sport trim you'll get equipment in addition replacement to same models, including 18-inch M-Star spoke alloy wheels with run-flat tires, switchable ambient interior lighting, drive performance control including Sport Plus mode, chrome exhaust tailpipes, full black panel display interior, short shift gear lever with M designation manual transmission only, anthracite interior headlining, headlight Washington, hexagon cloth Alcantara upholstery, M exterior styling with M designation badges, M Sport multifunction tire, M Sport suspension, sports front seats. The M Sport Plus package can even be added exclusively to M Sport models, and includes 18-inch M double-spoke style wheels, also for sale in jet black. Upgraded Harman Kardon audience system. M rear spoiler. M sport braking mechanism. Sun protection glass. Windscreen with gray shade band. Choose the top of the range M240i along with the spec is fixed. However, it lets you add a generous number of equipment along with what's situated on M Sport, including dual zone climate control, Dakota leather upholstery, M Sport suspension with individual M240i setup, auto-dimming rear view mirror, variable sport steering with M240i characteristics, BMW 2 Series Coupe accessories. If the common equipment on each series isn't enough, then there's a wide array of optional extras from which to choose. Buying the choices in a package is one of the most cost-effective methods for getting extra kit with your 2 Series. Interior comfort package includes extended storage, dual-zone climate control and extended lighting. BMW Professional Media Package includes larger 8.8-inch infotainment display with touchscreen capability, BMW Remote Services, online entertainment, full black panel display. Driving Assistant includes 5.7-inch black panel display, Attentiveness Assistant, City Collision Mitigation, Forward Collision Warning, Lane Departure Warning and Preventative Pedestrian Protection actively works to 35 miles per hour to stop collisions with pedestrians. Also available would be the M Sport Plus package outlined further within the page. Individual options include leather upholstery, adaptive cruise control, a reversing camera, front parking sensors, automatic parking and also a glass sunroof. On the surface there's a range of 12 different paint colors, 10 metallic, 2 non-metallic and 11 alloy wheel styles, while not all will probably be available with every spec. Decent to higher level standard safety equipment. Yet for being tested by Euro NCAP's safety regulators. 2 ISOFIX points on outer rear seats. The BMW 2 Series Coupe is yet being tested by Euro NCAP, but should perform as well since it's 5-star SAFET rated 1 Series brother inside the event of the accident. Worth noting, however, is almost all of the vehicle's safety tech is limited as an optional extra inside the driving assistant pack and should not be spec'd as standard. Included inside pack is city collision mitigation that may first warn the motorist, after which apply the brakes in the event the vehicle detects any sort of accident is imminent. This is joined by Attentiveness Assistant, Forward Collision Warning, Lane Departure Warning and Preventative Pedestrian Protection, these able to warn the trucker and precondition the brakes with an emergency stop when a pedestrian steps outside in front on the vehicle. Other optional safety kit includes adaptive cruise control and automatic high-beam headlights. How many ISOFIX baby car seats can I integrate a BMW 2 Series Coupe? 2, located around the outer rear seats. Surprisingly spacious inside the front. Rear seats suitable to youngsters. Boot is large, but access is tricky. Despite its low-slung race car looks, the 2 Series Coupe offers up an amazing amount of space in advance, meaning taller drivers shouldn't get trouble getting in the driver's seat. Climb into a corner, however, noting that tapered coupe roofline entails that headroom's tight for people over 6 foot, while a groom is entirely be subject to how far those inside front need their seat back. That said, young kids or smaller adults shouldn't have much trouble getting relatively comfortable inside back. Elbow room is impressive, but this can be largely due towards the omission of your central rear seat, an issue that could prove an important downside for most potential buyers. Storage space is impressive just for this type of car, with good-sized door pockets, 2 cup holders, a glove box and central cubby within the armrest. The 2 Series Coupe isn't a specially long car and must be fairly all too easy to park. Rapidly noticeable blind spot about the pillar. To make things easier, spec the optional front parking sensors, rear parking camera or automatic parking functions. Swallowing 390 liters with all the rear seats set up, both the Series Coupe possesses a surprisingly large overall luggage capacity. However, using that boot space is an additional matter thanks towards the narrow opening and high boot loading lip. The wheel arches may also be quite intrusive, so that it is hard to store wider items. Stick to softer goods which aren't so rigid however, and there's a genuinely useful degree of space to use, as the extended storage pack provides netting to maintain things in place and also a foldable hatch in between both middle seats should you want to hold skis or some other line items. The outer rear seats can be folded down.